Greetings, boys and girls. This is the Math Educator here with a little talk about something called the 9 trick. Now, most of you probably have seen this before in one form or another. It has to do with, it's a trick for remembering multiplication with 9s. Okay? And the way it works is that if you hold up your fingers like this, you put down a finger for every time you're multiplying for the number that you're multiplying by 9. So if you put down your first finger like this, that means you're multiplying 9 times 1. And so you look at your fingers, you've got 9 left. Okay. So if you put down your second finger, then that's 9 times 2. You've got 1 finger here, and you got 8 fingers here. So that is 1, 8, that's 18. You put down your third finger, then you've got 9 times 3. You've got 2 fingers over here and 7 over here. So that's 9 times 3, that's 27. And so then you have 36, 3, and 6. You got 45, which is 4 and 5, and all the way up to 9 and 0. So that's 90, 9 times 10. And we've all seen this trick to some extent or other, but we're going to talk today about why it works and the actual mathematics behind it. We're going to prove it. And this is how we're going to do that. Now, it turns out that the trick actually goes up even past 90, although it's a little bit different. If you were to go up again to 11 times 9, which is 99, now 9 and 9 don't add up to 9, but they do add up to a multiple of 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Now, it turns out that with any multiple of 9, if you add up the digits of that number, that sum will also be a multiple of 9. And this is how we're going to show that. So we're going to start by picking a 3-digit number. And just to make it generic, we're going to say A, B, and C. Okay? So let's say we have 100A plus 10B plus C. Okay? Now this is expanded form here. That just means that A is our 100 digit, B is our 10 digit, and C is our 1 digit. So, pretty straightforward. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to break this apart a little bit in order to group A, B, and C together, like this. We're going to take one of these A's away, bring it over here. We're going to take one of the B's away and bring it over here, so that we have A, B, and C over here. Okay? Now, what we have left over, if we took away one of our A's, we're going to have 99 A's left over. Okay? And if we take away one B, it means we have 9 B's left over. If we have 10 before, now we have 9. Okay? So, now we have 99A plus 9B plus A plus B plus C. Okay? Now, if we were going to assume that this number, this arbitrary 3-digit number we came up with, is a multiple of 9, then what that means is that these 3 numbers, that this sum right here, has to be a multiple of 9 as well. Now, here's how I know that. Because this 9 divides evenly into this. I could factor a 9 out of here. Let's just factor a 9 out of the whole thing while we're talking about it. So I pull a 9 out of this entire thing. So this is 9. Okay, so 9 times 11. I pull a 9 out of here. That just gives me 1b. And then I have this sum here, which I divide this whole thing by 9. So I have this little fraction here. Now, we can see that in order for this to be a multiple of 9, that means that everything inside this parentheses here has to be a whole number. Well, the only way that it can be a whole number is if A, B, and C, A plus B plus C is a multiple of 9. Because otherwise, this is going to be a fraction. So that's proof that it works. If you have a 3-digit number that is a multiple of 9, that's always going to, it has to, some of these digits have to add up to a multiple of 9 as well. Now I use a three-digit number to demonstrate, but it would work with any number of digits. If I had 4 digits, then I would just have, say, 1,000 times d. Then down here in this line, I would have 999 times d, and then I can just factor a 9 out of that, and the same thing occurs, except now I have a plus b plus c plus d over here. Same thing. The digits all have to add up to a multiple of 9. Now this trick is all well and good, but there's something even more interesting about it. It actually works with 3s as well. Anytime I have a multiple of 3, the digits are going to add up to 3. So let's just clear the board here. Hey, that was easy. Well, I assert now that I can check to see if any number is a multiple of 3 just by adding the digits up and seeing if that sum adds up to a multiple of 3. And here's how we do that. So let's say I have, once again, we're going to take a 3-digit number. Let's see. It's going to be A, B, C again. Let's say that A plus B plus C, I know adds up to some multiple of 3. Let's say 3 times n. That's how we do that. So I know this. This is my starting point. So now, if I take this number, 100A plus 10B plus C, then I can do the same thing that I did with the 9s a minute ago. I can pull out an A and pull out a B, and then I have 99A left over and 9B left over. And if I factor out a 3, then I've got 33A left. I've got 3B left. And I've got A plus B plus C over 3. Okay? But I know that A plus B plus C equals 3 times n, where I should have specified n is a whole number here. So what that means is that I can rewrite this, I can rewrite A plus B plus C over 3 as 3n, which means that if I divide it by 3, I get n. So this number divided evenly into 3s. So in practicality, that means that you've actually come across a really simple way to determine if a number is a multiple of 3. Normally, and nines are the one that we commonly use this trick for, but 3s are a really common number. I mean, just for example, any number that's a multiple of 2 is an even number. So as long as the number is even, it's a multiple of 2. 3s are a little bit harder to check sometimes. But now with this trick, I can use this and I can determine if any number is a multiple of 3. All I have to do is add the digits. So for example, if I had a number like 944,610, there we go. Well, all I have to do is add up the digits. And I'd say 9 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 1 plus 0. Well, that's 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17. 17 plus 6 is 23. And 23 plus 1 is 24. And 24 plus 0 is 24. Okay, so that's 24. And 24 is a multiple of 3. It's 3 times 8. So that means that I know this number is a multiple of 3. Is a multiple of 3. See? Piece of cake. So next time you're with your math friends, you can impress some of them just by taking just a long number and just telling them if this is a multiple of 3. So that's all you got to do. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.